Coordinate geometry, exercise 5.2. Question number 1. What is the slope of a line whose inclination with positive direction of x-axis is 90 degree? Option 2 is 0 degree. So you need to find the solution for the slope. There is a formula for the slope, which is tan theta. So m is equal to tan theta. So just substitute the given thetas over here. It will become tan 90 degree. Tan 90 degree is undefined. And then for the option 2, the theta is given as 0 degree. So it's tan 0 degree. Tan 0 degree is 0 only. I hope you remember the trigonometric table. So from that you can directly write your answer. So that's the answer for the question number 1. Moving on to the question number 2. What is the inclination of a line whose slope is 0? So slope is 0 in the sense the alphabet m is 0, which means tan theta is 0. So just check when tan theta gets 0. When theta is 0 degree, tan theta will be 0. Tan 0 degree is 0. So theta gonna be 0 degree. And the next subdivision, slope is 1, which means tan theta is equal to 1. So tan theta equal to 1 means when theta is 45 degree, tan 45 degree is 1. So that's your angle of inclination. Question number 3. Find the slope of a line joining the points 5, root 5 with origin sin theta, minus cos theta and minus sin theta, cos theta, 5 root 5 with origin 0, 0. Let's do one by one. So they gave you 2 points. So origin means it's 0, 0, 5, root 5. They gave you 2 points and they're asking you to find the slope. How will you find? Assume this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So you have a formula for the slope, which is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So there you can substitute these values. So y2 is 0, y1 is root 5 upon x2 is 0 and x1 is 5. So it's root 5 upon 5, which is 1 upon 2. So that's your result. One minute. Subdivision 2, sin theta minus cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. That is also the same. Just assume this is x1 and y1, x2, y2. Substitute in the same formula for finding the value of slope. You'll be able to find the answer. It's very simple. Subdivision 3 also follows the same strategy. I think there is no subdivision. Okay. Question number 4. What is the slope of a line perpendicular to the line joining A of 5, 1 and P? P is the midpoint of the segment joining 4, 2 and minus 6, 4. For example, let me explain this on a coordinate plane. Goes like this. 4, 2 and minus 6, 4. So here your minus 6, 4 is over. So this is the line segment. You have a point 5, 1. So this line 5, 1 is being perpendicular to this line. Maybe the midpoint be somewhere here. You need to find that midpoint. How can we find that? We know the formula for the midpoint, which is x1 plus x2 upon 2, comma y1 plus y2 upon 2. So assume this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Substitute in this formula. You'll be able to find the midpoint value, which is minus 1, 3. So you found the value of P now. So this is minus 1, 3. Yeah, it's minus 1, 3. So now you have to find the slope of this AP. Slope of this line AP. How can you find that? Whenever we do have 2 points, we'll go for this. It's y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So just substitute A as x1, y1, and P as x2, y2. Substitute in the formula, you will find the slope of the AP. But here, the only twist is, they are saying it is perpendicular. It is perpendicular to the line. So perpendicular slope means it is minus 1 upon the slope of a line. Okay. You have to calculate minus 1 by m. So your answer is minus 1 by 3. So that you will write it over here. Here. So the answer is 3. Do you understand this one?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 5. Show that the given points are collinear. So they gave you 3 points and they're asking you to show whether the given points forms the are in the collinear position or not. So when slope AB is equal to slope BC, we can say the point A, B, and C, all the 3 points lie in the same line. So first you take AB, these two, assume this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Substitute in this formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. You will have slope of AB. Similarly, for finding the slope of BC, B is 7, 2, which is x1, y1. C is 12, 5, which is x2, y2. So again, you substitute in the same formula. It's going to be 5 minus 2 upon 12 minus 7. So that's your slope of BC. So from this, we can say all the 3 points lie on the same line, because the slope of AB and slope of BC are same, which is 3 by 5. Okay, this question you can try. The same method, they just didn't give you a point A, and they're asking you to find the value of A, and they already said that the given 3 points are collinear. Try to solve this one. Are you getting the answer is 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 7. The line through the points minus 2, A and 9, 3 has slope -1, -1 by 2. Find the value of A. This is also very simple question. So they gave you 2 points and they gave you the slope also. So you know the formula for the slope with help of 2 points, which is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So just replace m as negative 1 by 2 and assume this as x1 and this is y1, this is x2 and this is y2. It's going to be, excuse me, 3 minus a upon 9 minus of minus 2 will turn into plus 2. So that would give you 3 minus a upon 11 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 3 minus a upon 11 minus 11 equal to 2 times of 3 minus a. So it's 6 minus 2a equal to minus 11. So it's minus 11 minus 6 equal to minus 2a. Minus 17 is equal to minus 2a. So 2a is equal to 17. A is equal to 17 by 2. What the next question? I hope it is clear. The line through the points minus 2, 6 and 4, 8 is perpendicular to the line through the points 8, 12 and x, 24. Find the value of x. The line through the points minus 2, 6 and 4, 8. So they are saying one line is perpendicular to another line. So when two lines are perpendicular to each other, we can say their product of their slope is equal to minus 1. When two lines are perpendicular to each other, we can say their product of their slope is equal to minus 1. Okay. So it is very easy to find the slope. You know how to do that. You can easily find the value of m1 by substituting that y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 formula. In this formula, you can substitute these 2 points for finding m1. Okay. And similarly, for finding the value of m2, you can take these 2 points. Again, you can substitute in the same formula. So when you do that, you're getting the values as 1 by 3 into 12 upon x minus 8 and equate it to minus 1. So 3 and 12 can be simplified with help of 3 table. 4 3s are 12. So it's 4 upon x minus 8 equal to minus 1. So 4 is equal to 8 minus x if you take it to the other side. So from this you can say x is equal to 8 minus 4, which is 4. So the answer is 4 for the x. We found the value of x. Next question. Show that the given points form a right angle triangle and check whether they satisfy the Pythagoras theorem or not. So they are saying that the very first thing is we need to show whether it forms a right angled triangle or not. Then only you will be able to apply the Pythagoras theorem. Because of course Pythagoras theorem can only be applied on the right angle triangle. So you know this already. Let me mark this as ABC. You know the Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to sum of AB square and BC square. Yeah, Manasi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was explaining about this Pythagoras theorem. From the right angled triangle, we can say hypotenuse the whole square is equal to sum of opposite square and adjacent square. So AC square is equal to sum of AB square and BC square. So let's find the okay. So let's show that the given points form a right angle triangle. So if you look at the right angle triangle, we can say there are two lines perpendicular to each other, isn't it? The line AB and line BC are perpendicular to each other. In this diagram, I'm saying, I'm not sure about the point. We need to check on that. So if you look at you take any right angle triangle, definitely two lines will be perpendicular to each other. So when two lines are perpendicular to each other, I already told you this. When two lines are perpendicular to each other, their product of their slope must be equal to minus 1. When two lines are perpendicular to each other, their product of their slope must be equal to minus 1. So you need to find the slope of the two lines. You need to find what is M1 and M2. Okay. So let's do one by one. So the given points A, B, C is given. So they are finding slope of AB, slope of BC, and slope of AC. So you take these 2 points, assume this as x1, y1 and x2, y2. You'll be able to find the slope of AB. And again, you take these 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2. You'll find the value of BC. And you take A and C. This one going to be x1, y1 and x2, y2. You will find the value of AC. So now you just check. Just check. You will be getting minus 1 by multiplying any two of the slopes from this. So you take the first one and the last one, slope of AB and slope of AC. So you are getting minus 1 as the result. 1 into minus 1 going to be minus 1 only. So from this we can say, yes, it forms a right angle triangle. So how will you draw a right angle triangle? AB and AC are perpendicular to each other, isn't it? So it could be AB and AC. Maybe like this. Line AB and line AC are perpendicular to each other. You're able to form a right angle triangle. From this we can say BCD whole square is equal to sum of AB square and AC square. You can easily find the value of AB by substituting in this distance formula. What is distance formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So just take A and B in the order. Like minus 1 comma 4 is going to be x1 y1. 2 comma minus 3 is going to be x2 y2. And again for AC, 1 comma minus 4 is going to be x1 y1. 2 comma 4 comma minus 7 is going to be x2 y2. Substitute in the same distance formula for finding the value of AC. So you'll be able to find the BC by using the same formula. Just check whether AB square plus AC square is equal to BC square or not. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. So AB is square root of 2 and AC is square root of 18. BC is square root of 20. So square root of 20 the whole square is equal to square root of 2 square plus square root of 18 square. So 2 square is square root of 2 square is 2, square root of 18 square is 18. And square root of 20 square can be, the square and square root symbol can be cancelled out. So 20 equal to 2 plus 18, which is 20. So 20 equal to 20, hence it is satisfied. The subdivision 2 also follows the same strategy. Try to solve this one. Can you jot down the question?
1 minute.
What are the slopes?
Slopes I got as 9/7 minus 3 and 3.
9/7. What is the formula you have used for slope?
Slope I use that x2 minus x1 by y2.
So y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1.
Oh, I mixed that up. Okay.
Change it. It's wrong. You would be getting the same answer, but they won't give you marks. Please be very careful when you use this, when you do this numerator and denominator thing. In the distance formula, it doesn't matter because like inside the root, it will be in addition. If you write x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, first and second also doesn't matter because it's addition after all. But if you change the numerator and denominator, it's going to be an issue. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Question number 10. Show that the given points form a parallelogram. They gave you 4 points A, B, C, D. So they first mark the point in the order A, B, C, D. So look at the diagram. I think you have asked about this already. This is clockwise direction. So to be a parallelogram, what is the condition? To be a parallelogram, the slope m1 should be equal to m2 and m3 should be equal to m4. That is the condition. And also, midpoint of their diagonal should be equal. So midpoint of their diagonal in the sense, the line AC, the line BD, their midpoint should be equal. Let's do one by one. So let's do M1, M2, M3, M4 first. So the line AD. So they are taking the line AD and line BC as perpendicular, parallel lines. These two lines are parallel to each other. So when two lines are parallel to each other, their slope will be equal. Remember this. When the lines are perpendicular to each other, their product of their slope must be equal to -1. When two lines are parallel to each other, their slope must be equal. Okay. So these two lines are parallel. So you can say this slope must be equal to this slope. So you are finding M1 and M2. So you know how to find the M1. If you take AD, you will assume this as x1 and this as y1 and this point as x2 and this point as y2. You substitute in that y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 formula for obtaining the M1. And similarly for obtaining the M2, use the same strategy. Okay. And the line AB and DC is also, CD is also parallel to each other. These two lines are parallel to each other. Similarly, slope of this line must be equal to slope of this line. So M3 is equal to M4. So from that you are getting the same slopes as the answers. So we are done with that. We need to find the midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD, and we have to prove whether midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD are equal or not. You know the formula for the midpoint already. It's x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by. So the point A is going to be x1 y1 and point C is going to be x2 y2. Just substitute in the formula. Apply the same tricks for the BD as well. You're getting the same answer. So from that we can say the given points form a parallelogram. Again, they gave you 4 points and they're asking us to find the parallelogram. And they didn't give the point, the fourth coordinate point, which is x comma y. You need to find out this. So you can find this with the help of the midpoint formula. From the diagram, we can say the midpoint of BD must be equal to midpoint of AC. So midpoint of BD. What is BD? B is -2 comma 3. D is x comma y. X1 y1. X2 y2. The midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Substitute in this formula. So it will be like x plus -2 by 2 y minus 3 by. So that will be your midpoint of BD. Midpoint of AC. So this will be your x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Substitute in this formula. So we'll be getting this. 2 will cancel out each other. X minus 2 is equal to 3, x equal to 5. Like how will you equate? You will equate this coordinate, x coordinate to this, and this y coordinate to this y coordinate. That is how we have to equate. Equate this to this and this to this. Okay. So you'll be able to find the value of x and y from this. So for finding the unknown coordinate, we are just equating the midpoint of one line to another. I mean, midpoint of the diagonals. We are just equating their midpoint of their diagonals. You have 4 points here. We are asking whether these points form a trapezium or not. To be a trapezium, only one pair of opposite sides should be parallel and another pair shouldn't be parallel. That is the condition. Okay. So parallel means we already know their slope must be equal. So one set should be equal and another set shouldn't be equal. So you take the line AB and DC. The line AB and DC must be, their slope must be parallel to each other. And this slope and this slope shouldn't be equal. Okay. So that is how you will prove the given points are the points form the trapezium or not. This is the condition. So M1 should be equal to M2 and M3 should not be equal to M4. That is the condition. So AB and DC, you know how to find out that by using the same y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 formula. So for AB and CD, you are getting the answers as 0, 0. Both are same. So from that, first condition is proven, M1 is equal to M2. So you need to find what is M3 and M4 now. So for M3, you are getting plus 3 by 4. For M4, you are getting negative 3 by 4. They aren't equal. So from that, we can say it is a trapezium. You have a quadrilateral vertices again, A, B, C, D. And they're asking whether the midpoints of its sides form a parallelogram or not. So first you need to mark A, B, C, D. After marking them, you are just taking the midpoint of each line and connect them. And just check whether this G, F, E, H is a parallelogram or not. So the very first thing is you need to find the midpoints. You need to find the midpoints for all the 4 lines. Okay. You need to find the midpoint of AB, BC, DC, and DA. You know how to find out that? It's x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. By using that formula, you'll be able to find all these 4 midpoint. Okay, so now you have G, F, E, H. So from that, you need to check whether it creates a parallelogram or not. So to check whether it is a parallelogram or not, you know this already. Their midpoints of their diagonal should be same. And then all of their slope, like M1 should be equal to M2 and M3 should be equal to M4. That is the condition. The line GF and EH, these 2 lines are parallel to each other. So the slope of GF must be equal to slope of HE. Similarly, the line GH and the line FE are parallel to each other. So their slope must be equal. And also they are checking the diagonal condition. How will you check the diagonal condition? You will draw a diagonal lines inside. And you need to apply the midpoint formula for GE and HF and check whether their midpoints are equal or not. Question number 14. Do you have question number 14 in your textbook?
No, I only have 13 questions.
This is the last question, isn't it? Okay. Do you understand this exercise?
Yeah.
Okay.